So here is another question paper of last year for MA first year private students, and the name of this paper is Victorian Literature. This paper is divided into two clusters, and cluster 1 carries 40 marks and the last cluster carries only 60 marks. Cluster 1, it will have two sections, section A and section B. First of all, that is if you are going to answer to any question, first of all just go through all the instructions because they are very necessary to be read. Section A, very short answer questions. Attempt all the 5 questions. Okay, once again, as you follow this pattern, examination pattern in your last year, all the question paper same was here. Very short answer questions, you have to answer to only 5 questions and each will carry only 4 marks. So this section A will carry in total 20 marks. The very first question of this period is Victorian literature is, from which voice did Darwin conceive the idea? From which voice did Darwin conceive the idea, commonly known as the survival of the fittest? Second one is, who authored the book, means who is the writer of this book? The Descent of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex. What is its main theme? And the third one is, who is the author of the novel Wives and Daughters, and what relation does the novel have with Darwin? Means in this section you will find it out that most of the questions are based on the name of the writer. You have to name the writer. For example, who is the author, and in the very second question also you found that who is the author. So, who is the author of In Memoriam and which Victorian problem does it take up? This this literary work is very famous of Alfred Lord Tennyson. Where and how do the settlements of the first British Empire become visible? Right, all these were 5 questions, very short type questions. Now section B, short answer questions. Here you have to answer to only 2 questions and they will carry in total 20 marks, means each question will carry only 10 marks. Sixth one is, write a critical appreciation of The Last Ride Together, okay, of Robert Browning. And here again, like your other question papers, you have been given explanation, explain with reference to the context, but now I only hear its melancholy. It is, these lines are also very famous lines of Matthew Arnold. Dower Beach, write a note on the touchstone method of criticism. This touchstone method is also very well known method, and this question has been asked several times. Write a note on the touchstone method of criticism. Then ninth one is long question. Ninth one is long question. Now cluster 2 section C, and you have to answer to 3 questions, each will carry 20 marks, and this section will give you in total, in aggregate will be here 60 marks. Ninth one is, what themes does Mrs. Spassit illustrate and why is she important in terms of plot development? 10th one is, discuss The Mill on the Floors, a feminist novel. Comment on the role of rustic characters in Hardy's novels. Again, very important question. 12th one is, in what ways is Jane Eyre influenced by the tradition of the Gothic novel? What do the Gothic elements contribute to the novel? So you have to tell here about the Gothic novel related to Jane Eyre. And the last one is very simple question, give a critical appreciation of The Lady of Shalott. So all these were your long answer questions. You have been given here 5 questions, and out of 5 you have to answer only to 3 questions. So this was your paper of Victorian period.